So I did a little bit of mining and now have a little bit more gold, a crap load more redstone, which is where I got most of my experience from, a crap load more coal, some lapis, and plenty of iron to go along with that, and some gold if I want to do some more trading with the piglins. Let's take the lapis and actually a little bit of gold, or iron rather, as well. Make ourselves 2 iron pickaxes, because we're going to probably want to have 2. Eventually we'll have to do this entire process with diamond pickaxes as well. As a matter of fact, I probably only need 1 to be enchanted right now. We'll see, we'll see. I probably also will want to have a little bit like more in terms of books. Is there any piglins around? It always scares me when I open the chest and I hear something like that. So let's start enchanting. I do happen to know that placing this in here will get me Silk Touch. It's too good to pass up. If I go into my books here, I can get Sharpness, Piercing, or Piercing. Silk Touch is such a good enchantment that even if it's just on an iron pickaxe, it's still on an iron pickaxe, and it's still Silk Touch, and I can pretty much like mine anything I want with it. And that's going to make getting gold from Nether gold even easier going forward. So that took 2 of my levels away right away. What we're going to do now is we're going to switch iron pickaxe, see efficiency. That's actually kind of good. Unbreaking or efficiency, but we want fortune. We don't really care about efficiency yet, because we'll want that on a diamond pickaxe. We want fortune because I found a lot of diamonds underground which I did not yet mine. But obviously these enchantments aren't the ones we want. So we go into a book and we see Bane of Arthropods, Sweeping Edge, or Piercing. Usually you'll just go with the lowest level. Sweeping Edge might be worth it for on a sword, but it's only Sweeping Edge 1, so I'm just going to go with Piercing, and we'll be disenchanting that in a moment. Then we can put on our iron pickaxe again and see efficiency, efficiency, or efficiency. Definitely not. Smite, efficiency, sharpness. I always check them just in case there's like a good or rare enchantment anywhere in there. These are all unbreaking and efficiency, and we just keep cycling through. And that was the wrong button I clicked. So I'll be doing a little bit more Silk Touch. We actually got a really cheap Silk Touch as well. And with really cheap, I mean a 2-level enchantment. And we got a Fortune 3. It didn't even take that long. So we need to get back up to level 30 in order to actually get that Fortune 3. But luckily, I've got quite a lot of books here. So I made a grindstone, and we can at least take off some level of experience from all of these books. It's not going to get us back to level 30, and we don't have AFK fish farms anymore to easily get a lot of experience. Also, you might have noticed, I have a quartz floor. These are all quartz slabs, though. They're not actually full blocks, because that would have been expansive. And then this area is a little bit like, I don't know, I place some nether wart blocks in there. These, I call them nether grass blocks. And then we have some soul sand as well to make it just like a little bit more like ominous with the whole enchantment setup. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna just go out and make a spare pickaxe and just mine a crap load of more quartz until I'm back at level 30. Oh, I also made a little staircase to be able to get down. The staircase does take a very sharp left turn there. To be able to get all the way down here, because eventually we'll want to go back to the fortress where we died before. And this should be the easiest way of getting at least down to this level where I can get hopefully get a strider again. It'll be a little bit tricky to get, but I think we'll manage. We will need a saddle though, because last time we were lucky enough to find a pre-saddled strider, but I doubt we're going to get that lucky again. I almost fucking died. I was at half a heart with no food. That was really scary. I still don't know how I'm gonna get out of here, but at least I've got some health now again. Yeah, I don't really want to die with 26 levels to my name. I wish trading with piglins would give you experience, because that would be a very easy way for me to get the levels I need. But I don't think it does. I guess I can just mine from the roof here. That might not actually be such a bad idea. Let me go get some blocks. So as you can see, I'm now mining nether gold ore with my silk touch pickaxe, which means that I'm going to get a full ingot. As long as none of these guys see me, that is. Yeah, he's mad at me. I'm going to get a full ingot out of every single one of these, rather than just like 3 or 4 nuggets. So that should about like double to triple my gold yield out of these ores, which is really good. Except for the fact that I wasn't paying attention and some piglin saw me, which is not good for me. Oh, by the way, I'm mining a lot of nether gold here, but I also, in my exploration between episodes for getting experience and mining quartz, I did stumble upon another bastion, which we can maybe raid in today's episode if we've got some time left. Maybe? Maybe we're probably not. Probably gonna be like a either next episode or post Ender Dragon kind of thing. But that should also give us a second lodestone. The reason, by the way, I built that wall is because that then allows me to mine this gold, which I do still want, even though I am going to get even more gold in a not too upsetting time frame. I'm just like the piglins. I want every single piece of gold I can get my greedy hands on. I think I might be a little lost as to where I exactly am, but luckily I've got my compass with me, so worst case scenario, I will make my way back home. Hopefully. I could die on my way there while trying to find my way back home. I think in combination with the gold I can smelt, and that should also give me some experience, I should be fairly close to be able to get level 30, and I don't need to go above level 30 because I've got a Fortune 3 enchant waiting for me, and I don't need to enchant anything else, at least not right away, because Fortune 3 is all I need to get the diamonds I want, and that should be enough to get me a full set of diamond armor, excluding potentially the boots, because obviously you always want to have something gold on while you're in the nether, because piglins are a thing. I have started using my silk touch pickaxe to just mine netherrack, because this seems to be the best way for me to at least get closer to being at my home. And this might actually do it for me. I can always make an anvil and repair this if need be. And again, this is all temporary anyway, because anything that I enchant now, I'm going to want a diamond version of eventually anyway. So I'm a little bit fast and loose with using the wrong tools at the wrong times, and it's probably not going to be that big a deal unless I die here. That would be a big deal if I end up dying here. That would not be good at all. Don't throw me on. Don't kill. Don't. Please, 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 let me be. Let me live. Hey, I found some gold. Okay, I managed to get back home alive somehow, and as such, let's put in the nether gold with a little bit of coal. Probably should upgrade this to a blast furnace sometime soon. But before we even bother with things like blast furnaces and fancy stuff like that, I have plenty of iron in my inventory as it is. So let's make a new iron pickaxe. Just one should do. And then we can finally go get the diamond so that we can actually get to the nether fortress. The thing that we've been meaning to do all along. Let's do this. Fortune 3 and Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3. That's a really good enchantment. Holy. I'm sad that this is not on a diamond pickaxe. That would have been amazing. Sadly though, it's on a iron one. We're never going to get that lucky on the diamond one. I can feel it. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so this is my strip mine. All these strips go in that direction. I didn't actually do because remember, I think last episode, maybe 2 episodes ago, when my game kept crashing? I think it's got something to do with a chunk in that general direction. When it gets loaded in, it crashes the game. Because even when I was just strip mining in that direction, it just kept crashing the game. Also, I do have a blast furnace down here because obviously I'll be smelting a lot of ores down here. So I figured maybe not a bad idea to have one of those. There's a lot of diamonds around here, so I'm just going to cut ahead until every single diamond vein I found, and I'm going to show you how many diamonds I get out of every single one of them. These are the first. There's also some coal back here, but who really cares? That's 4 diamond ore blocks. That becomes 10 diamonds. It's a real good start. Now let's go to the next one. Next up is this vein over here. I was really afraid I was using the wrong pickaxe there for a second. I guess the wrong pickaxe would be the one with silk touch, so no matter what, it would just give me the ore and I could mine it again. That's a total of 26 so far. We're going to leave you with like a stack of diamonds, and it's going to be glorious. And the next vein is probably 8 blocks, which is a really good vein, and that brings us to 41. Oh, and the next two, actually these two are very close together. They're both relatively small veins, but they're close together, so... Actually, there's 3 very close together, apparently. I didn't even think those were that close together, but seems like I was wrong there. That brings us to 53, and I think we have... This brings us back there, so I think we have like 1 or 2 more veins to find in total, and yeah, we're definitely gonna get over the stack of diamond, and it's, again, gonna be glorious. Here's some more diamond again. Just 2 blocks, but... Or 2 ores, I should say. If that was 2 diamond blocks, that would have been great. But we're at 59, so I think we have got 1 more vein in total, and then we are all out of diamond veins from my strip mining expedition, which took quite a while. I think I've been strip mining here for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, then again, a stack of diamonds for like 2 hours of work isn't that bad, all things considered. Alright, so it turns out I misremembered the thing about there being 1 more vein. We've got 59 diamonds in total, which should be plenty for us to make a set of full diamond armor. Probably 2 sets. What is a full set of armor? That's like 8 plus 4 plus 5. So that is like 9 plus 8 is 17, and then plus another 7 is 24. So that's definitely enough to make 2 full sets of armor and 2 swords and 2 pickaxes, I think. Because 2 swords is then another 4, so that brings the total to... well, per set, right? Let's go per set. Please get me to the nether before the spider attacks me! Amazing. So it's 24 for a set of armor, then plus 2 for sword, and plus 3. So that's 29 for a full set of pickaxe, sword, and armor. I think I have got enough to do 2 full sets of that. But obviously, we're also going to want a diamond hoe, right? Because actually, with all of the nether wart blocks around my house I'd like to clear out, a netherite hoe would be better. A diamond hoe doesn't actually seem like that bad of an idea. But we'll also want to have some diamonds to repair this, the stuff we're making, because we're not going to have mending quite yet. Sooner or later, we're going to get mending on everything once we get villager trading sets up. But until then, we're going to have to repair manually with diamonds. And that could be a little bit on the rough side. But for now, let's do this. That's a block, not a chest plate. I think, yeah, so we have the boots we'll keep as gold. Just because we have golden boots now. And talking about which, of course, these chunks unloaded. That makes perfect sense. Let's make a new pair of golden boots as well. And then throw the old ones in here together with the iron leggings. If I end up dying, at least I've got some iron armor to fall back on this time around. Rather than last time when I went in there and nothing really was there to save me. And I've got plenty of diamonds as well to fall back on. So I think we're at a point now where we're pretty much good to go as far as like resources go. Right? Let me sort out my inventory real quickly, and then we might be going to make some more diamond tools actually first. Let's just check if anything in here is worth enchanting for the first thing. We don't have 30 levels at the moment, but maybe when we come back from the fortress we will. So, diamond pickaxe doesn't seem like we would be enchanting that. This does not seem like an enchantable thing either. Unbreaking 3 could be a thing, I suppose, but I'd rather not. Thorns 2 will destroy the durability, and protection 4 aquafinity. Protection 4 might be worth it on the helmet, but honestly, none of these really scream you need to use this for the first enchantment. So maybe we'll just be doing the protection 4 on the helmet, and then we'll see what cycles into. I think we should be getting some preparations done to go to the fortress. I don't have a saddle, and the only way for me to get a saddle at this point is through either trading, I think, or getting it in another fortress. So I'm going to just hope that we run into a strider with a saddle naturally spawning on it, and if not, we're just going to walk our way to another fortress, which is going to be rough. I see one with a saddle over there, but I forgot to bring a fire resistance potion again, so I can't jump into the fire as easily. Probably want the fire resistance potion anyway, because I'm going to be fighting blazes. I've got 3 splash potions of fire resistance. I think that's what I will be bringing. Also, I murdered a... Don't mind those will despawn eventually. I murdered a... Wait, those are in the wrong chest. A hoglin, which is a lot easier with a diamond sword, turns out. I'll show you. Hang on, I'll show you. This is a lot easier when you have a diamond sword compared to an iron one. It's kind of ridiculous how much easier it actually becomes. Okay, here we go. Fire resistance away! I wonder if the strider I used last time. Last time, I think most of my Nether Fortress adventures were cut from the episode because I didn't end up making the episode about that. There was like another 10 to 15 minutes of footage of me going around the Nether Fortress, lighting it up, getting up there, getting there to begin with, which I eventually ended up cutting from the episode. But I did end up closing in a strider between some blocks there to make sure he wouldn't get away. I can't wait until I can just elytra over to here, because even though I know it's safe to be on the strider and stuff, it scares the ever-living crap out of me. Let's see, I think this is where I had my last strider end up. Somewhere along here anyway. I think this is the prison I made. You didn't even despawn! That means I've got 2 of you now. Just get in there. Just... You know what? I don't need 2 of you. You can go back to where you came from. I've got you to come back. I made a bit of a staircase around here somewhere, I think, to go up. I'm pretty sure I did. You please leave. I don't need you anymore. I don't even want you. No, but really, where's my staircase? I made a staircase. Otherwise, I don't know how I got up there if I didn't make a staircase. I am 99% sure I used this pillar as a staircase to get up. Like, 99%. Did I use this one? I used this one. Never mind. It was a matter of waiting until you tried to shoot at me. Is that a gas tier? Let's go get the gas tier. My record of picking up gas tiers always ends with me dying, so this can only go well. I've got bad memories of this place. At least it's lit up to a certain extent this time around. And I do know roughly where to go to get my blazes spawning, I think. Hello, Magma Cream. I don't really need the drops you give me, because I already have a lot of the Magma Cubes. I already have a lot of Magma Cream items back at the base, because I've been doing piglin trading, and they gave a lot of those. Okay, so this is the blaze spawner. What we're going to do is we're going to... It's really nice that it's so blocked off. That's probably my favorite thing about this blaze spawner location. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a little wall here so that no blazes can get out. We're going to destroy this. Place this back in. And that should then give me all the opportunity I need to... Okay! Maybe use one of the splash potions anyway. Which then gives me the opportunity to murder some fools. Actually, I might not even need to stay back, because I can just kill the blazer like this if the fire's not going to hurt me anyway, right? I probably should have tried to put some looting onto this sword, because obviously it's not a guaranteed drop in any way, shape or form that I get a blaze rod, but I don't need that many. I only need like 10 or so, right? maybe a little bit more. I'll probably want a little bit more because I'll want to make an ender chest as well and all that good stuff. So let's go for about 15. That's 30 blaze powder. That's way too much. These spawns are a little bit on the slow side. I mean, I'm almost done with my first fire resistance potion here, and I only have 5 blaze rods, which will turn into 10 blaze powder, which is not quite enough. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just like block them off and let them spawn in. And then just kill them all one. Well, it's not going to really work that well. That's not how spawners work. It's not going to just keep piling up. So after 2 or 3 spawns, it's just going to stop spawning more. So that's not really going to work out for me too well either. But at least I can give it a try as like a starting boost for when my next potion gets used, which I have 1 more left. I guess I'll be waiting around a little while for some more blazes to spawn inside of this room. I'll give the blazers this. They do get me my levels back fairly quickly. So as soon as we are done with like defeating the Ender Dragon and getting the Elytra and all that kind of stuff, we're definitely going to want to make an EXP farm out of these blazes, I think. We've got a really good blaze spawner at a pretty, like, not bad location, especially if we can fly to here. It's a really good place to make a mob grinder. And obviously, we can use the blaze rods themselves as fuel, so we don't even need to use coal as fuel anymore if we go on like a mine expedition. That being said, ideally, we'll make all the farms we need so that we never need to go mining again. Although maybe for redstone, because I don't really like having to make a witch farm. My fire potion has run out, apparently. That's not good for me, that's not good for me. I've got 16 blaze rods anyway. I think it's about time to bounce. That's gonna be over 30. Seeing as how there's a blaze over here anyway, I might as well just kill it. Maybe it'll give me 1 more. Who knows? It did! And there's more over there. At this point, you're just teasing me. I'm gonna ignore you. I'm just gonna hop back to my Strider, hop back home, and end of this episode. Are you guys really making me choose? I mean, you're stuck here anyway, and if I don't choose you, you're gonna probably run away sooner or later. So, I'm sorry. I'll come back for you at some point. Maybe. I don't know. Let's go back home. Man, this is... it's speedy. I love it. I kind of accidentally dropped myself into the lava, and now I might die. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. If I log back in... Also, I'm still on 21A. Don't worry about it. If I log back in, I'm going to die, and I'm going to lose all of those blaze rods and my diamond armor and everything I had with me in the lava. But I can't not log back in. So, I guess... we kind of have to. I can dismount. I can maybe dismount. Is there anything I can do? I don't think so. Maybe I can be very quick with eating. It saved me. Oh my god, I lived! That's insane! I saw how did I... You could see, there was no edit there. There was no editing there at all. That was 100% legit. That is insane! How did I survive that? Oh my god, I probably should have healed a little bit more, just in case something else stupid like that happened. What? I'll see you back when I'm back home. Okay, so we're back on the island here. Let's build a... That's what I did. I used left shift in order to move an entire stack, and then I got myself into major trouble there because of it. So I think we should be able to get you in here. And now we're stuck in here with you. Amazing. Let's build you up Let's build you up 1 block. It's not a very friendly place for him to stay, but it's a safe one, so in case I need you again, you'll be there. I think we should end off this episode with a little bit more enchanting, because obviously the protection 4 on this helmet is the thing we're going to go with here. And it also has Respiration 3, which is fairly good, because we're also going to want to take on the Underwater Monument at a certain point in time. Probably post-Ender Dragon. Maybe pre-Ender Dragon? We'll see. Probably post-Ender Dragon. Let's check the rest of our stuff for possible enchantments. Fire Protection 3 isn't bad, Projectile Protection 3 isn't bad either. Or Protection 2 for projectiles, it's not that good. Protection 3, Protection 2, Blast Protection 2. Potentially Blast Protection wouldn't be bad to have on you. We already have a normal protection on the helmet, so I prefer either the fire or blast or projectile protections. So, but let's see what the sword gives us. Bane of Arthropods, don't really care. Sharpness 2, could be something. Fire aspects, don't really care. And the pickaxe, Fortune 2, that's what we're gonna go with. It's that easy. So when we get 2 more levels, I mean, after we beat the Ender Dragon, if we beat the Ender Dragon, obviously, oh, we can make a respawn anchor in the end. So if we die inside the end, we'll respawn in the end and we'll have 4 tries. And then we can also make a bed still outside of the end portal. We're going to do the preparations for that kind of stuff next episode. Next episode is going to be our at least trying to find the end portal, and depending on how long that takes us, also taking on the Ender Dragon itself. And after that, the real fun starts. So I'll see you all back then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.